some good shit. I'm actually going to have Vanessa Vo bring us out on the field on this beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. So thank you for the message last night. It actually got me very, very excited and happy. So without further ado, please bring your team, the team, out on the field. So let's go.
Good morning, team. He's definitely excited to see you later on and probably, take a cruise around River Islands. But guys, happy Friday. It's a time to be alive. I know this market is tough, but guess what? As long as you come to these group coachings, you tap in with your teammates, I think we'll all be able to come out on top. And I don't know what people's talking about this market, that market, whatever. I have a listing appointment on Sunday, so wish me luck. All right, guys.
That's right.
Yeah, just take charge of your life and go out and get it.
Ooh, I love this. I love this. So I appreciate you, Vanessa. Can't wait to see Alex tonight. But before we get rolling, I have some thoughts and some dialogue that I want to share with everybody this morning. Anytime I go away and I am in a room of all these amazing people, I'm there obviously to contribute on any level that I possibly can, but I'm there as a student. I want to bring things home that we can share with you guys to make the group even better than what they already are. So before we get rolling, I want to actually turn it over to Erin Grace. She is coming in live and direct from Las Vegas. So Erin, I know you have to run soon. So if you could take us through just some high level takeaways, things that you're learning, because I know that your cup is full right now. Let's hear from you.
Hi, everyone. So excited to be here. It's been a phenomenal week. I know that we heard from John Cheplak on Tuesday or Wednesday. He was awesome, amazing. But one of the things that, everybody's talking about this shift. Everybody's talking about what the recession that we're in. But most importantly, they're talking about, forgetting the noise and just doing the work, honing in on your skill set. And I think that really coincides with what we're doing here at Team Fast and, the database coaching and all of that stuff, or even when we're talking about community, because those are the things that everyone is talking about here at EXPCon. John Fleck said, I hear you guys videos about it's a buyer's market, it's sellers, you can still make this money, all of that stuff. He's like, stop doing that, get into your community. And I feel like, here we talk about community a lot and how we can provide for our neighbors and things like that. So he said, consumers want to know how and what you do and how you impact your community. So how you impact your community and what you do for them. So those are the things that are important. He talked about just making video about you out in the community. And then right now they talked about just sharing the opportunity. Like EXP is growing. We've grown to 85,000 agents. A year and 4 months ago when we came on, we were at 65,000 agents. So that just tells you like so many people are looking to our company as the #1 company in all of real estate. So share that opportunity. You guys are always like meeting other agents at open houses or, just in your daily work life, right? Listings or buyer's agents that are offering on your properties, like start talking to them, start connecting with them, and share the growth. But they really talked about, developing a high production mindset and skill set. Those are the two biggest things that we're talked about, honing in on your skills. So that was my takeaway, but it was awesome. We're going to Cabo in March. So I'd love to see more Team Fast members there.
Yes, I love this. I love this. And here's the cool thing about this. You guys, let's just go back to January of 2020. We came to this company, and at that time, there was 10 people at the time, it was just a small team. And to see Kenny, it means the world to me, to see Kenny, to open up the set, center stage, 6,000 plus people up there and mentioned by, Glenn Sanford and being able to say that we're #1 in this beautiful company of more than 80,000 people. You guys, I want that to soak in. I got goosebumps talking about it. You know how passionate I am about this company, about us, about what we've built and what we will continue to build. So, Erin, I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you sharing some thoughts, you guys. I'm going to share some of my takeaways from the last couple days, and I have some notes, and then I want to turn it over to you guys. So a couple things that I took down, I thought that was really powerful, and it's fitting for where we are in the market right now. Refuse to have something external control your destiny. Let me say that one more time. Refuse to have something external control your destiny. What consumers need right now is they need a lighthouse. They need a beacon. They need a pillar of hope. And most of the time that is going to come from you guys and your ability to walk them through this process, no matter how challenging it gets. People want to work with disciplined people, disciplined, committed, and consistent people. For the people that are creating video, I want to send you guys a huge shout out. But if you're inconsistently creating video, then what your consumers see is that they see inconsistent patterns on your behalf. So be consistent with everything that you're doing and make sure that you are living a man and woman of discipline right now. This is powerful. And I want you guys to think about this for a moment. Your good in this business right now, your good ain't shit for the market that we are in. And I know that we have kids on the call. Uncle E cusses a little bit. I love you guys. Your good ain't shit for the market that we are in. What this market is going to require from you is it's going to require you to be the elite. You are going to have to be the top echelon in your markets. That's what's going to win. So your good is not good enough for this market. You have to be elite in order to win. Stop looking at this market. Stop looking at external factors and all the reasons why, and start looking in the mirror. That hit me. That hit me hard, you guys, because so many times we want to blame this and that, and my phone's not ringing and all this. Stop blaming external factors and just start looking in the mirror and say, what can I do right now to own this? The market is going to require you to be elite. This comes straight from Demian, and I heard it again, but he said it in a different way. Work fucking works. Just work. Just work your ass off. Just do things every single day. And I promise you things will pay off, and that the math is the path. And here's what was great about this. Utilizing your CRM and to be able to look back on all of your touch points, all of your patterns, all of your communication to say, you know what, now I can really look at the data within my business and say, is this working for me? Do I have an average of 10% of the people that are in my database that I have reach outs? Or am I just trying to do things haphazardly? Because we all know that that's not a recipe for your success. A couple things that I want to share with you guys that I wrote down this morning that I heard that I thought it was powerful, so I wanted to pass along to you. What's the thing? What's the thing that's in you? Because we all have that thing. And you've heard it before. Maybe it's that dog in you, right? I think I got a little bit of dog in me. I got a little bit of street. I got a little bit of fight in me. But what's that one thing, that relentless thing, that intangible within ourselves? It cannot be given to you. You have to find it. You can see examples of it. And Aaron's in Vegas right now, and you can see examples of all these people that have that thing, right? That relentless, that intangible, right? You could see examples from it all the way around, but you have to chase it. Perhaps it's that thing is releasing something or removing something from your life. Perhaps that's what it is. Perhaps it's diving deep into that communicator that you are, that passionate person that you are, that dog, that animal, that warrior, whatever that thing is, chase it, go after it. So many people live their lives making excuses. I refuse to live in the shadows of what if. And that's a quote from David Arnold. You have a dream. And what if right now, you guys, there is no evidence that you're succeeding and that you're pursuing it and there's just no results just yet? And I know for some of you, this is a reality, and I want this to hit home, you guys. You have a dream, and what if there's no evidence? Some of you might not be profitable right now. Some of you may be profitable. You might be tapping into old 401ks. You might be tapping into savings, and the pressure might be mounting. It may be, and I get it, you guys. I totally understand where you guys may or may not be at. So then what do? Do you pack it in, or do you dig as deep as you possibly can within yourself to find that thing and say, you know what, I refuse. I refuse. I'm going to make no excuses, and I'm going to go after it and make this happen for my life and my business because it means so much to me. This business ain't for the weak. Life, winning, breakthroughs, that's not for the weak. Stop looking for techniques. Stop looking for things outside of us and start figuring out that internal fortitude and that strength that you have within you to find ways to succeed. That's it, you guys. I want to share that with you. I wanted to focus on that this morning, and I want to set the tone for the conversation today. What I want us to think about first and foremost is before I turn it over to each of you guys, I want to know how you guys are taking care of yourself. Glenn Sanford opened up the session, and instead of talking about your high level stats and how much agents and revenue and all those things that you would expect a CEO to talk about, he opened up about health, and it talked about your well-being and making sure that you're taking care of yourself. So I want to make sure that you guys are taking care of yourself first and foremost, because no matter what you're doing, how much you're putting out in this business, if you're not spending that time working on your body, I promise you guys, shit is not going to go the way that you want it to. You're going to feel tired. You're going to feel burnt out. You're going to look in the mirror like, I don't like the way I look. Now I'm not confident. Oh my God, I'm not going to make the call because I don't feel that good. It's just going to be a trickling. It's going to trickle into your life. So what I want you to do is light up the chat right now. I want to know what your workout routine is, what your regimen is, and what you're doing right now to stay actively fit. And I want you guys to look at that for inspiration to say, okay, cool. Colette's doing it. Vanessa's doing it. Ophelia's doing it. Or if you're not, then maybe it's an opportunity to say, hey, Carla, you want to get together twice a week and just take a 45-minute walk downtown Walnut Creek. And while we're there, we're going to stop in some new shops. We're going to create some videos. I don't know. I'm just saying some thoughts. I want you guys to put in your workout regimen in right now. As you guys know, I'm on 75-day hard. I'm committed to this, As much as I don't want to do it on days, I'm just committed to it. Feels really good. So that's my thoughts. That's my sentiment for this morning. That's how I want to get this train moving down the tracks. Will, I know you said you had a guest. So before we get started, brother, did you want to take the mic, introduce somebody? And do you have any thoughts or contributions on how we've started out the morning?
That's a lot there. Good morning, everybody. We on the call right now, we have my friend Crystal, who is a realtor up here in Tahoe. She lives up in Tahoe City. And if you want to introduce yourself, Crystal, we'd love that.
Hi, Crystal.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me. And I'm excited to be here and listening to what you guys have to say. So thanks for all the motivation. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you being here. Thanks for listening.
And I'll tell you guys, you guys have heard me speak on these trainings before. I have really big goals for Tahoe, and I have expressed a lot of personal commitments to Elias, and I've really opened up to be trained and to be coached for the first time in my career. And I know, as someone who struggles with really high ramping mania, if I don't control that stuff, which means I've got to have little to no alcohol in my life, I've got to have daily meditation. For me, being in therapy, something I haven't done in over a year, which just started this week, weekly therapy while taking care of my mania, lifting, daily meditation, clean diet, from my therapist, which, sorry, I'm kind of opening up real talk to you guys. When you've got shit to work on and you're not working on it, you're not going to be at your best. My therapist says that is my prescription for me to be the absolute best version of myself. I don't like being fat. I've always been a heavy boy. I've got to lift and be in the very best shape and condition I can, or I'm not going to have as many conversions. I'm not going to have the same level of energy. I'm not going to have the same level of hustle in the morning. I'm not going to put hours in the evening into phone calls. So, just kind of laying it out there, there's no way that I can be the top fast agent that I can be, or be the top community member, parent, or agent that I can be if I'm not dialed down on all those things. So, Elias just asked for everybody to put in the chat, what does it take for you guys to be your best? I'm curious to see that. It's a grind and hustle. And whenever you don't have the phone blown off the hook, like I know a lot of us are dealing with right now, it's that shit that's going to get things to happen. No doubt.
Yes. And you know what? Look at the chat, you guys. Like there's so many people out in this room right now that are making this a priority, because here's the thing. It's easy to feel good and to share all the things when we're at our highest, when the deals are coming in, right? It's easy to share that shit. Woo, life is good. But the true measure of character is when you're at your lowest point, how are you handling yourself then? fuck, shit is stressful. It's tough. I got to buckle down. Am I going to drink more? Am I going to eat like shit? Am I going to do the things that are going to diminish my growth? Or am I going to stay the course no matter what? Because things are going to change as long as you continue to work your ass off. Here's the thing. If you have had success in this business, I heard someone say this and it gave me some thoughts and some contrast. If you've had success in this business, people are saying, well, what got you here is not going to get you there. And I disagree on some level, so stay with me. Well, if you've had success in this business, and say you've had success, maybe your success is, I passed my exam and I'm ready to go, or I've closed quite a few deals and I'm ready to take my business to the next level, wherever you're at. Well, isn't the way that got you there was discipline? Wasn't it follow-up? Wasn't it making the calls? Wasn't it having some type of routine and some type of structure? So the things that got you here will get you there, but what has to happen is that those things need to intensify and you need to take it to the next level. That's it. The foundation is always going to be the foundation. Now you have to level shit up. You have to be elite. You have to play harder. You have to train harder. You have to focus more. That's what we're going to require of you. But the things that got you to where you are going to get you there. You're just going to have to amplify it and stack and stack. Joellen, you had your hand up. I know that you're on the road right now. Let's hear from you.
Hi, good morning. Yeah,
Hi.
I'm super excited because ever since I started manifesting and putting in the work, I've lost over 7 pounds in the last few weeks, and that's a lot for me. And my goal is 10 pounds by the end of the year, and I only have 3 more to go. So, and I'm building muscle, eating and all that. But not only that, but my business is like, I have a clear focus. I started a new team within our team called 12 Strong, and we are 12 agents that are committed to holding one event that is tied to a charity for all of 2023. We are going to impact 144 charities. We are going to meet 280 people a month collectively, over 2,880 in a year. But the charities that we're going to impact is going to be absolutely amazing. We're giving people a place to network. We also have a sponsor who's going to sponsor like the food and beverages for all of these events. I have an event this month, next month, December, and all the way to 2023. And what I'm telling my team is we can't look to the future. We just have to look over the next 30 days at a time. Don't freak out. We can do this.
You guys, here, let's hold on for a second. So do you guys hear that there's a plan? Like how many people, how many touch points, how many conversions overall? Like she has a plan that is rooted in what? I'm going to contribute at the highest level. I'm going to do what the industry leaders are saying to do, that create these community events and dive into my community, and look at what she's doing. Her business has taken off. Let's talk about active opportunities that you have in your pipeline right now in your CRM. Talk to us about the business and how's your business looking over the next 3 months?
My business is looking good. My postcards are getting lots of action. I'm waking up in the morning to people checking their home valuations. I'm meeting other women in the area that are wanting to become realtors and join with me, which I'm super proud of. I have now built a network. I've built a network of people who are now looking to me. So, you know, I just also got a listing with one of our teammates. Like I'm building together with our team. Like, I mean, it's happening. I am going to be that community market realtor for my area because of the things that I'm doing right now.
Man, I absolutely love this. Sending you love, sending you light. I actually met with the lady yesterday. She went through a divorce recently. She met Joellen at a women's council event, and she's like, gosh, she inspired me to get my license. She sent me all the links. I'm getting my license. She told me to come to these classes and come to coaching. She's like, I'm all in. And she's like, it was all because of this relationship I have with this stranger that I had never met, because Joellen's all about diving into the people. So you guys, I love what you're saying. I love this. Chris Edwards, you had your hand up, and 2 other people I'm going to call on in just a moment. I'm actually going to call on, where are they? I'm going to call on Delaney, and I'm going to call on Cynthia. Cynthia, I know that you're driving, but Chris, let's hear from you, big dog.
Good morning, Team Fast. I hope everybody's doing well today. So this is back to working out. I used to work for the San Francisco Recreation and Parks working with kids, and during the pandemic, I used to have to run a Zoom class to where we did Tabata workouts. So if there's anyone who is having a hard time getting moving, hit me up and we could do a Zoom together just to do some work, just to get people started. And once you get more advanced, then we could just, you can move on from there. But I'm just offering it. If anybody has a problem getting started, I will help you guys. It's a beginning workout. It's just jumping jacks, burpees if you get there, ab workouts, anything like that. So if you're interested, hit me up. If not, all good. I'm just offering a service to you guys. That's it.
I love this. I absolutely love this. And I appreciate that, my man, because right now we need to truly, truly focus on this and this right here. Like the business, it is what it is. It's going to get hard. It's going to take you being mentally strong right now. I promise you guys, mentally strong is going to be the first and foremost thing that you need to do right now in your business. Ernesto, I actually want to turn it over to you before we go to Cynthia and Delaney. Ernesto, I know that you're driving. Once again, let's congratulate Ernesto, Rising Star, California Association of Realtors, just got his award this last week. So Ernesto, I'd love for you to chime in on this topic. I know you said some things in the chat. You want to elaborate? Ernesto, there he is.
Boomer. You guys hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, brother. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I mean, as you know, as it relates to the noise, right? You hear sales are down 20, maybe 30%, and that sounds terrifying. But the reality is there's still a lot of opportunity out there, and nothing's going to replace getting in front of people, understanding what it is that they're going through, why they need to buy and sell. I always say, I don't care what interest rates are. And even now, right, where rates are, there's still plenty of homes that are being bought and sold. So, you know, anyone who's not serious, buyers that are scared of interest rates or they can't make it work, that's okay. Like I always say, it's not my job to convince anyone to buy or sell a home. It's my job to find the people that want to be helped, and if those two things are true, we can always find a solution to whatever it is they're going through. I would encourage you guys to be resourceful. You don't have to know all the answers. And again, a lot of what I say goes to newer agents, and a lot of us, you know, I'm still new and I still show up to these calls, regardless of what awards I get or I don't get. I still feel like I'm new and I still want to be better every single day. And I had a good conversation with someone last night at a meetup, which, by the way, if you're not going to meetups, you should be networking with other realtors in your area and building those relationships. But a good topic came up. As it relates to new agents, a lot of times we can be afraid to get in front of people because we're afraid to be asked questions that we're not going to have the answers to. It's like we don't want to get in front of people because we're afraid that we're going to be exposed as being new. But it's in those conversations and it's in those like face-to-face encounters at open houses or if you're door knocking that you're going to find out what people are curious about. Content creates
Hey, Ernesto, really quick,
solve those problems.
Ernesto, I don't want to miss anything. Can you cut your camera? Because you're cutting in and out a little bit. And then, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm going through a kind of a real stretch. Yeah, I was just saying, I'm not sure what part I cut out, but a lot of times as new agents, we can be afraid to get in front of people because we're afraid that we're going to feel dumb or we're not going to have the answers to what people are asking questions about. But that's really where the good stuff comes from. That's where you learn, like, what are people afraid of? What are people curious about? What resources do I have to improve that to be able to help people? So, like, at the end of the day, you can't be afraid to get in front of people. And I know that not knowing everything can paralyze you. Even, I mean, I still have questions. There's a question today that I have to get answered. So bottom line is we got to stay in front of people. We got to get in front of people and find out who still wants to be helped in this market.
I love it. I love it. Here's the thing, you guys. I saw this, I think last week, I think Roland Osage did this, just going up to random people in your city and just asking them, hey, can I ask you a question about the real estate market? Is it a good time to buy? Is it a bad time to buy? Like, what's your take on the real estate market, mister? What's your take on the real estate market? And you're going to hear what the sentiment of today's consumers are. And then what do? You take that information back, and based on what I heard from 12 strangers today, I want to kind of answer some of those questions over the next week. That's really powerful information because you heard it directly from the consumers. They saw the consumer videos, and now what you're doing is you're addressing it, you're edifying it, or you're debunking it, no matter what it was. But that's a perfect way. And so way to get out there is to just go and talk to people, go and meet people, knock on doors, because you're going to get data that's going to tell you, okay, what is the sentiment of a buyer or a seller, and how can we help educate the buyers and sellers right now? Good stuff. Delaney, let's hear from you. We're talking community. We're about bringing people together, finding opportunities to get in front of people and finding ways to build your business. Delaney, what's happening tomorrow?
Oh, new home buyer class. So Patty and I, and Kenneth, who is with insurance, and I know that people think that maybe they don't need to know about like life insurance and stuff like that, but Patty said a really good point as far as she didn't realize how everything that was covered in it. And literally when she was in the Bay Area, I think with her daughters, her laptop was stolen. And then when she got back, it was stolen again, and all that was covered under life insurance. So protecting your money in that way. So that's why he's going to come and kind of bring that knowledge. But yeah, we're every month we're going to be doing a new home buyer class. This is going to be the first one. So, you know, yeah, I think it'll be fun. I have a couple of people that are just starting out, like just got married and things like that, that are joining. So
let's do this. Let's talk through the numbers. How many people are you, did you invite first off?
So we'll say 11.
11. Okay. And how many people are reserved?
9. I
Cool.
need 2 more.
You need 2 more because the space can hold only how many?
14.
14. So it's a very intimate space. And then what have you done for the coming months to make sure that that's part of your routine and your discipline?
Yeah. So I, this one was, you know, it's getting started, so it was a little bit slower, but I'm already starting. We've already decided the date for the next one. We're already putting it on Eventbrite. Every time I pass out my CMAs weekly, that goes in the packet as well. And then the Facebook ads, or the ad between Facebook and Eventbrite, and it goes in my newsletter as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. And so you guys, this is her just doing something that's a little bit different, partnering with an amazing lender, who I believe that Patty's message to market is the best message to market that I've heard in the last 6 months. The way that she delivers, the way that she articulates, and the way that she connects is way different than most lenders. And so that's a beautiful, beautiful partnership. And what is she doing? Is she's leveraging that relationship. She's offsetting budget. Now she's booked that space to have that every single month. And so what does it do? It creates the pressure, because now she has a deadline every single month. I have to do this routine. I have to promote. I have to fill that room. And then I have to, you know, engage in that, reflect, release, and then re-engage in the next one. And it's constant, and it's constant and constant. So Delaney, good job at you for thinking outside the box. Go ahead.
Can I just say, for anyone that wants to, I mean, she does weekly Thursday, you know, webinars and things like that. Like she's literally telling us exactly what's happening in the market right now. And I do, like you said, Elias, I do feel like she's, the way that she lays all the information out, it's really helpful for us so that we can educate our clients.
Wonderful. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm actually hosting an event with her. It's for my direct organization. It's a mixer. It's here in the office. And so she's my right-hand person on this event. So love it. Cynthia, I know that you are opening up, and then I'll come to you in a second. Nicole, Cynthia, I want to call on you. Were you able to talk, or are you still letting in the,
Can I go in like 1 sec?
Sure.
Okay,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Nicole Penland, let's hear from you.
Sorry, the insurance agent nerd in me just got triggered. The laptop will be covered under homeowners insurance because it's property. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the contribution. I appreciate that. Here's the thing. What I want you guys to do is I want you guys to start thinking a little bit more creatively about how you can find opportunities. We know that there's the lead pond, but if you don't want to call it the lead pond, cool. We know that you should be posting on social media every single day. You should be posting at least 5 videos every single week on Reels. The Reels go to strangers. Your posts go to people that you know. So take a page out of, let's say, Sarah Long's book. Sarah Long in 1 month reached 117,000 strangers because of her Reels. She got 100 new followers. She got 100 new followers the other day when I did a speech and included her in the speech. Here's the thing. She's doing things right now that are going to get more people looking at her. Obviously, you can door knock, you can hold open houses. We know all the things like the 5 pillars of production. What else? The community involvement piece is huge. Here's what else is really, really important. We're going to talk about this. I'm going to have a guest next week talk about this. Building your referral network in feeder markets. Where are people from the Bay Area moving and where are people coming from, right? If you look and say, okay, where are these feeder markets? And we'll show you that. We actually have a presentation and we'll get to that in a moment. But like forming these partnerships and these relationships in all these other places, those people are going to start sending you business and vice versa. And now you have this union and this bond and this partnership that is outside of your, daily activities and things that we talk about. Also think about this. What am I doing right now to form upstream partners? You guys, in a down market, in a troubling time, in recession years, do you think that divorces are higher or lower? Please answer that question. Do you think that they're higher or they're lower? They're higher because sometimes people can't handle that stress, right? And so they get divorced. And so what happens? People are getting divorced, dividing assets. Isn't this a really, really good time for you to start forming bonds with the best divorce attorneys in the world, in your markets? Isn't this a really, really good time to form those bonds and those alliances with those probate attorneys? Isn't this a great time to form relationships with those wedding planners to say, hey, if you ever know of anybody, hey, if you need some tax information, if you are an attorney that's a civil attorney and you need information about real estate, here's a high note. This is the time where you get creative in your upstream partners. And what I mean by that, we've had a presentation on this before. How do you find those leads before they actually become leads to the masses? You go form these alliances and start talking to people. And you probably know people in your network right now that are like, wow, I'm not calling you for a referral. I'm calling you to say, hey, what can I do to better serve your consumers? Because I'm sure that they ask about real estate. I've provided this high note presentation to all of my other partners out there. I want to give this to you as a resource. And if you ever have any questions, I'd love to be a person or a voice of reason to help educate your clientele. Cool, I heard you were the best. I like to align with the best. This is a time where we get creative. Stop waiting, stop blaming, like go out there and find those opportunities. That's why we're having a meeting next week. It's going to be about how do you set up your own referral network and how do you do that in feeder markets? That's coming next Wednesday. But Cynthia, I'm glad that you're sitting down. Would love to hear your contributions on the topic.
Yeah, and speaking of amazing vendors and partnerships, so I just had to let my photographer prized images in. They're phenomenal.
Wait, I thought they're in the Maldives. They're not there yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I know they're going on vacation soon.
I'm so jealous of them.
Right? We're excited for you guys. Okay, so about what I'm doing to like get myself up and going and staying motivated and working out and all this other great stuff. So first, I will be the first to admit this has been a really challenging shift. I mean, I'm basically starting out. The mindset that I had whenever I shifted to full production again was that of a brand new agent. And so I'm doing the sweat equity, doing like the hustle and the grind so much more than ever before. And that's just to sustain business. So I understand the concern of where am I getting business next, but we just have to keep looking forward, looking ahead. I know that folks are going to have to get maybe some part-time jobs. I get that, but keep your focus forward. When you're at that part-time job, don't forget that first and foremost, you're a realtor. And if there are people there that you can help, why not help them as well, right? With community events, I made a huge realization. Actually, my husband put me on blast and was like, you know what? You're doing great community events, but you don't actually build community in the community. You're not going to city council events. You're not going to the volunteer things that are going on. I was like, wow, you know what? You're absolutely right. So now I have shifted into every month as a family, we are going to be doing one volunteer event in our community. This month, it's like volunteering at a zombie crawl. We're going to be taking tickets at a zombie crawl. And I'm not going to be wearing real estate stuff, nothing gross like that, but it's just about being present in the community and not just throwing events. And those events over time will become more highly attended because people will recognize, oh, it's that family that's always doing stuff. Yep, that's us, right? And then morning stuff, the morning is the best time to better yourself, in my opinion, because by the time the evening comes, the day can get taken away from you, right? If you've got a client that, oh shit, we got to go see this house at 5 o'clock, offers are due tomorrow at 3, well, there goes your evening routine, right? But having a really solid morning routine has been life-changing. I mean, I've read 2 books in the past 2 months. I have not read a book back, like front to cover or whatever it is, since I was in high school, like so bad, but I dedicated an hour every morning through the Miracle Morning, and it's been truly life-changing. So it's called the Miracle Morning. If you guys haven't read it yet, literally life-changing. It is so, so good.
You know, I appreciate you sharing this and like giving us contrast, because I've seen the golden pumpkin thing that you're doing. You've done the community cleanup, you've done the food drive. But I think Mark has a really good point here. It's like, what are you talking about that has to do with the city? Like, are they raising taxes in your city?
Right.
Are they building new buildings? Are they doing new measures in the city that are truly going to impact the residents? Are you speaking at city council meetings? Are you going to the chamber meetings? So this is a way for you guys to truly, truly build in your community and be looked at as the true, not only community builder, but what's behind the community builder. I'm actually serving my community as a realtor, but you're looked at in a different way and in a different light. Give you an example. If you guys live in the Bay Area, in the East Bay Area, there's the new development, the Oak Knolls development. This used to be the old Naval Hospital that is between San Leandro and Oakland, and it's much needed development. I drove by there the other day and it was so surprising how much work has been done. Like, I would love to see a video about that. What is the Oak Knolls development? What is that going to offer the community? How many new homes are coming in? What does that mean for parks? What does that mean for recreation? What does that mean for the retirement community that's going to be there? Like, all these things, right? What's happening at the Brooklyn Basin? What are the jobs? What are the projections? What are the plans? Like, what does this look like? Can you get a meeting with these people? Can you sit down with the builder? Can you talk to them? What are the plans? What are the long-term? Like, what goes into this? Like, you guys start thinking super, super big and then start acting even bigger. So I love that Mark had that conversation. He's always a great voice of reason for you. And I absolutely love that. And so great stuff. And congratulations on your newest listing as well. Where's it at? Just so we know, maybe we can bring a buyer.
Thank you. It's in Oakland. It's on 72nd Ave, up a little bit higher in the hill of the Mills College area. It's a 4.2, and we're going to be listing right around 750. It is totally updated. So beautiful, sewer lateral compliant. It's really like the bee's knees. And I got this listing from I was taking out a Redfin client, and just natural organic conversation. Oh, we know someone that may be interested in selling. I was like, oh, would you mind no, not would you mind. Are you open to introducing me? Are you open to introducing me? And
God, I love this. I love how, first of all, I love that, but I love how you stopped what you were saying, because that just shows how much work Cynthia has done on articulation of scripts, right? It's just like, we could say the things, but are we saying the right things in the right way? And do we know how to deliver that message? And so Cynthia, loud and clear, love it, love it. Let's go to Ilona. Ilona, loved your reel. I loved it. She's in here ringing the gong. I know that you have tremendous momentum right now, so I'd love to hear from you. So go ahead and take yourself off of mute. Let's hear from you, and then we'll come over to you, Will.
Awesome. I actually just have some questions. So I'm really interested in pursuing the divorce market. I've realized that it doesn't matter what the market is doing, up, down, left, right, people are getting divorced. I was wondering if anybody knows of any kind of certifications that maybe EXP offers for specifically becoming like divorce realtor certified. I did look at some stuff online, but nothing specifically from EXP. And there's only really one program that I found. So I'm wondering if anybody has any information on that. Another thing that I'm doing to expand my business is we have some projects me and my sister are working on, and we're looking at a way to get in front of developers. We have 6 specific locations picked out, researched. We've done
all of the financial research on these locations, and we need to pitch them to developers, because if we are able to do so, we stand to be able to, be the listing agent for all the new builds. And I'm wondering if anybody has any suggestions on the best place to get out to those people, and how do I communicate with those people, because I don't even know who those people are.
Oh, I love this. I love this. I think this is a really, really good conversation. It's a high level conversation, but I love what you're doing. This is actually how Climb Real Estate had built their brand, is that they would go into with builders early on. And what they would do is they'd form that relationship. So when the building was complete, they had X amount of condos to sell. Climb Real Estate was the one that represented all this. So I'm going to put you in contact with Chris Lim, who was the founder of Climb Real Estate, and let's set up a time for you to talk. Now, on the other hand, in regards to the divorce, I'm not aware of any certifications, but what I am aware of is that you have a unique ability in your strengths, your talent, your communication to say, listen, I know that there's tons of people out there when I am working with clients that are unfortunately going through divorces. What I want to do is I want to be able to, if my clients are coming to me and saying, hey, we're in this situation, we're going through some stuff, I want to be able to refer them to only the best divorce attorneys in the area. I Googled, I researched, I found Yelp, and your name came up, Mr. Anderson. I would love to talk to you about the potential of me referring you business in the future. Wow, because listen what I just did. That reverses the narrative versus me saying, hey, Christian Nava, you're an amazing divorce attorney. I would love to get referrals from you. I'm a realtor. No, you guys are serving the same exact purpose. So you focus out on them. You say, what can I learn about your business in order for me to refer business? And while you're having that conversation, here's what I do for clients. If you ever need information, here's what I've created through High Note. It'll help your clients understand what's needed and what's next, right? So Ilona, you can do that already. You have the ability to do so. Use that pitch and that and I promise you'll get a complete different direction. But I will look into certifications if there it is right there. So look in the chat. There's already a resource. Will, let's go over to you.
I just want to, while we're talking about like scripts and what to do that's a little bit different right now to get an edge, I wanted to kind of communicate to you guys, in me speaking with other agents up here and what they're doing and trying to retool our shift right now to adjust to the market. A lot of people are calling with that same old shit where they're like, hi, is this Elias? Hey, one of the most used scripts right now is, hey, a house just sold around the corner from you. And they're just trying to get people talking, and then they pull up Zillow and try to get information. It's total bullshit. Another thing is your competition right now, the savvy ones at least, that are going to lean into database work and CRM work, are going to call and use something similar. So what we've tried to put together up here, instead of just dialing through to everybody, because we're right now using a Mojo triple line dialer to call these target properties in Tahoe that are individually owned, that are not corp owned, that are high equity. We've skip traced all their information, uploaded it into the Mojo. Rather than just being like, hey, we want to sell your house, we're trying to bring value. Hey, if you have an event planned every month, like what Joellen is doing and what we just started doing, right? We are showing property today at noon for presidents of the Chamber of Commerce here in Tahoe that are trying to write 800K offers. So we're bringing value to the community that we had these people come to events, right? We're planning the November event with them. If you're calling people and you're saying, hey, is this Elias? Hey, what's up? This is Will Dangler from Fast Real Estate. Hey, just wanted to give you a buzz and let you know that we're doing an event. We're throwing a mixer in November. We wanted to invite you, your family and friends, free food and drink. We'd love to see you. Come on out. And if you can't make that event, love to treat you for coffee sometime and just kind of talk to you about the market and stuff that we've got going on with our nonprofit push. If I'm Elias, I am 5 times more likely to have a conversation with me rather than someone else who's just banging the phones and trying to bullshit me about what's going on in my neighborhood, right? So if you look at connecting all the dots here, when you're planning the events and you genuinely do have a nonprofit that you're working with and whatnot, this type of community involvement has to be put in front of people, right? Just doing it is not going to do much for your business. That's all fine and good on the Karma Bank side. but you want to leverage what you're doing there to put you in front of people, for people to see you as a leader, to set appointments. And it is no bullshit going to translate into escrows for you. I'd rather be that guy and be that Will all day long than the dude who used to bang and just try to get in front of you and sell you a property. When that person talks to you, they're going into your CRM, they're going into HomeBot, they're getting monthly letters from you. And those are people where you can handwrite letters to every month and have a better reception. So I really just wanted to put that out for you guys. Leverage that community involvement. Don't just think about doing it. You're losing out if you're not.
You guys, here's the great thing about this. Say somebody comes to his event. Well, then he sends a thank you letter out to all the people that attended the event in the community. Then the next month when he mails something out to him, hey guys, community event, right? Here's 3 events that are happening in the community within the next couple of months. Here's the QR code, right? Here's new city council article that just came out. Here's this, here's that. So now he's known as the community dude, the dude that brings people together. He's the one that throws tacos and has free drinks. And he's that dude versus he's just the realtor. Work with me. I have integrity. I answer all my calls in a timely manner. It's a fucking snore fest, right? You guys, every single top player in the entire community of real estate, I'm talking billions and billions and billions of dollars, is doing this. You could start small, okay? But just start somewhere. What I want you guys to start thinking about is start thinking creatively right now. Don't sit back. And like I said, don't make excuses and don't say it's the market, it's this, and oh my God, no, like go out there, shake some things up, do some things that you've never done before. If you're still not creating videos, then what the fuck are you waiting for? This is your time. Like you got people that are relying on you in your family and you're sitting back and be like, no, I'm not gonna, it's not for me. It's not, what's not for you? Success? What, you gonna tell your kids that I didn't do it because I chose not to make videos? Now we're not gonna be in real estate anymore? Like, just do the things, you guys, and I promise you, every single event that we go to, take massive action. You hear that left and right, and dive into your community. Dive into your community, take massive action. Really, you guys, it is that simple. Find that dog within yourself. Find that thing. Maybe it's not a dog, maybe it's a leopard, I don't care. Find that thing within you and chase it and go after it and say, you know what? Move, man, I'm ready. Because I'm fired up. And I know that our business is challenging right now. But I look at it as like, cool, give me my mouthpiece because I'm ready. I'm ready. That's how I look at this business, right? No matter we're at our high, we're at our middle, we're at, a challenging time. Give me my mouthpiece. I'm ready. I'm in the fight. I want to encourage you guys all to think creatively today. Think outside of your norm. If you're leaning all the way on video, wonderful. But are you only leaning on video? Are you doing anything outside of that? Are you finding upstream partners? Are you finding partners in other markets that can refer you business and vice versa? Next Wednesday, I'm going to have a guest coming in from Southern California. His name is Stephen Hurd. Stephen Hurd is going to do a presentation for us on how to build your own referral network in feeder markets. He's going to show you and help you understand where are all these consumers coming from and where are they going to. Then it's on you guys to start building some bonds, some relationships, and really starting to set up some referral partners in other markets. That's going to be creative. That's going to be a way for you to build outside of what you're currently doing right now. So that's going to be our guest for next week. Upcoming, I also have an Inman person coming on. I also have Sharon coming on. Sharon recently sold a $3 billion company. This dude is a monster when it comes to commerce, when it comes to business, and when it comes to mindset. Want to give everybody a reminder on the 26th, Wednesday the 26th, we're going to hike Mission Peak. This is going to be challenging, but I want everyone to go at their own race. At their own pace. This is not a race. So we're going to meet in the parking lot at 6 a.m. I want everyone to get there. I highly recommend that you guys carpool if you're in different areas. The reason why we're getting there so early is because the parking lot will fill up. So on Wednesday, the 26th, we will not be doing coaching. We're going to be climbing a mountain together. We're going to get out there. We're going to sweat. We're going to have some fun. Like some of you are going to want to probably talk to me on the way up. I might not talk to you because I'm focused and I'm out of breath, but we're going to get up there and we're going to take pictures and we're going to accomplish the mountain together and we're going to beat it, just like we're going to beat this market together. So before we head out, we'll get a couple key takeaways from people. I want to go over to Ria. Ria, you're one of our guests today. Your son is super, super cute in the background there. Ria, if you could tell us some of your key takeaways from today's session together.
I mean, honestly, I'm here. I'm a former agent. I went to Redfin for benefits and to be with my little guy for a little bit. And I am considering getting back in the game. So I'm really taking my takeaways, the resources you're providing more than anything, and the energy of the team and how you guys like the mindset in tackling this changing market, really. So it's awesome. I love the energy. I love what you have to say. I love the mountain climbing, like super cool. I came from brokerages that did not have a lot of resources. So it's really cool what you guys are doing. That's my biggest takeaway.
I love it. And thank you for being here. Can I get a show of hands or a reaction from the reactions below? How many people are going to climb that mountain with me? Yeah, cool. I love that. I love that. And I know more hands will go up. And if you guys don't feel like you're ready for it, then you should show up and be there. If you just don't feel like you're ready for it, show up and be there. I don't care if it takes you 3 hours. I've never done it, but I know that I'm going to feel a sense of accomplishment at the top of that mountain. So let's go to 2 other people. Let's go to Steffi. Steffi, good to see you. Griselda said that you're a guest. I was great meeting you. She kind of stumbled into our event last week. So Steffi, key takeaways from today's session.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Lovely to be here. I think the biggest takeaway today is to refuse to have something external control your destiny. I think that was a really good refresher to have and something that I would like to continue to implement. I practice mindfulness and I try to meditate as much as I can because man, you go through a lot of thoughts in your day, every single day, you know, like thousands of thoughts. And I learned that you don't have to entertain every single one of those thoughts. And it's important to know which thoughts to feed into and to nurture. So it's great to be in this environment. Thank you.
Awesome, Steffi. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate you. And let's close out the room. Let's go over to Kuhn. Kuhn, my man, if you can, key takeaways from today's session. Actually, we'll end with Christian Nava, but Kuhn, let's hear from you, big dog. Key takeaways from today's session.
Just connecting with the community, you know, looking into different fields to see who you could connect with. Just really about connecting.
Good, man. I love it. I appreciate you being here, bro. And thank you for your contributions. Christian Nava, let's have you close out the room today, big dog. Key takeaways from today's session.
Definitely relationships, getting in contact with people in different fields, seeing if I can refer people to them and vice versa. And definitely taking action on my phone, starting to post reels. Like I said yesterday, I'm not really that active on social media, but definitely need to make my presence known more on social media. But with that being said, you guys can reach out to me. It's my full name, Christian Bennett Nava, on Instagram. I make meal plans and workout plans for people. My mom's a certified personal trainer, so I'm very experienced when it comes to the fitness industry. I've been bodybuilding for like 4 years. So if anybody wants to get in shape, you need a little bit of help, I'll write you a free meal plan, free workout plan. Just reach out to me.
Bro, I love this, man. And thank you. Like I have goosebumps just,
yeah.
Like, thank you.
Yeah.
I promise you guys, like this is our time, but we got to take care of this first because the market's going to do what the market's going to do. But if we're okay here, we're equipped to handle what's going to happen externally. So I love it. You guys, I wrote this down here. I woke up at 32 years old. What I mean by that is I started to get into gratitude. I started to realize what my true strengths were in this business. I started to realize what my voice is. Next month, I'm going to be 43 years old. That means I woke up 11 years ago. Guys, it's time to wake up. It's time to find that thing within you, that dog, that tiger, that lion, whatever it is. Find that thing, you guys. This is the time where you need to show up in a massive way. You need to intensify, you need to amplify, you need to elevate everything that you're doing, and you need to refuse to have anybody take this from you. So go out there and own your day, own your weekend, have some fun, go make some appointments, be creative, get out there in the field, shake some hands, hold some babies, open some doors, and just go do that damn thing, you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for all of our guests for being here today, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.